I'm Lincoln.
I'm London. That should not be said back to back. Like confusing.
Lincoln, London.
Yeah.
London, Lincoln.
Yeah, you said it too fast. All right.
We are one hive mind.
What was I gonna say? Also, I feel like the camera's a little far back this week.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, we'll have to speak.
Yeah, that's fine.
Talk about.
We're back for our 15th week and our final week of discussions. We just had these pages in the book We7, and we are moving into our last presentation when we're done.
Yeah.
And,
Our goal today is just not to get in a loophole about the Denver airport. And yeah, what we get if we don't stay out of
Don't
the
even
Denver-
mention its name.
the
today.
Denver
No,
loophole.
it's banned. Stop. Shush. Hush your mouth.
So, kind of our questions are compare and contrast the preparation and data collection between the Mercury space flights and Glenn Curtis's aircraft improvements and test flights. And then the final section, what are the thoughts on this discussion? Do we think we get to the point where commercial flights will be completely unmanned, no crew, or partially manned, one pilot instead of two? Provide examples of the rating to emphasize your opinion.
I got my own opinion on that. We'll get to it in a little bit. But kind of the Mercury flights in Curtis, it's one of the biggest similarity prices. Like it's full systematically testing. You're kind of like developing a prototype and you're shooting it up or trying to take off, and what goes good, and what doesn't go good, you fix for the next time. It's partially the reason they didn't immediately send people to space, because boom sometimes.
Yeah. And I mean,
And
With the
Challenger
Mercury.
still boom sometimes. Sorry, that was dark.
I agree with that. Yeah, you got to do some without the trial runs. There could have been a lot more damage done overall.
I think the difference is Curtis was kind of hey, let me see what actually, hey, let me just kind of play with it, what happens, versus Mercury was a little more methodical.
Yeah, and they were trying to collect as much data as they could to then receive that data to transfer it to making the next recreation and project better.
Versus Curtis over here, crashes in
Curtis,
our plane.
Curtis is just
How can I fix
throwing-
this?
Yeah,
throwing it out and
Curtis just went off the top of his head with, oh, I know I need to fix this, this, and this. Mercury was like, all right, we have this issue, this issue, this issue. This is the data to go with it. Let's fix it this way.
not just put it back together and try it again.
Yeah.
Like it was,
Put it back together a
fix the
different way.
problem, not just let's build it a little stronger this time. Like that was the difference between the two.
Yeah, no, definitely. Curtis just like to send it in some ways.
Yeah. Which, it's one way to innovate.
It is a way
The
to
smart and the
innovate.
crazy is what started early innovation in the field. So,
Yeah.
Let's move down to the bottom point because I know we're going to talk about that a lot.
oh,
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this discussion? Do you think we'll get to a point where commercial flights will be completely unmanned or partially manned? Provide examples from the reading to emphasize your opinion.
and we see how like the Mercury capsules were like completely designed to be almost fully autonomous. Back then, astronauts were fighting to have the ability to be able to control the spacecraft, or even just have a manual override of some sort. John Glenn's flight was a good demonstration of why that was. Manual control confirmed the capsule was functioning despite indications of the heat shield had been loose. And yeah, kind of like the Mercury capsules were so autonomous to the point where they actually had to fight to get manual controls in, which was interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like even Tesla still have a steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I feel like it's a decisive backup. Like humans are a decisive backup. I feel like it should
But that
always
kind
have
of
that option.
brings me into my thoughts. I don't see anything happening to the field anytime soon because, for the most part, like everyone's not going to get brand new aircraft overnight. Someone still has to pilot the aircraft. So
There's
that's at least 30 years of job security, maybe ish.
I could see it happening in like the cargo world first for sure. You're not live in it.
I
There's
think we already
there's already cargo drones and unmanned cargo aircraft.
I think we
that are
already see
operating
it
right
in I think we're gonna see it in the military first.
I mean, yeah, we're seeing it in military, but I'm guessing they'll probably be the first just because, like, combat zones are, high rate of death usually, so they're gonna try to minimize that.
And look back on World War I and World War II. What do we see the most of during wartime? Progression. Who leads that progression? The military and our contractors.
It's a good excuse to try new stuff.
And honestly, there's so many people that have a fear of flying as it is.
Yeah.
Could you imagine telling them, yeah, by the way, there's a computer up there that runs it. If it fucks up, you're dead.
Yeah.
like you just think about that. Like, there's already been issues with that, with computer planes messing up, and
You know how some people say like the pilot doesn't fly the airplane, they're just there in case something goes wrong?
yeah,
When in reality, that's not the reality at all. I think we'd see that prior to the removal of any crew.
yeah,
I think we're just going to get more and more advanced autopilots till the workload can be reduced to a point you can make that 2-person crew, maybe a 1-person crew. But even then, for the safety of like long-haul flights, you still figure you're still going to have another person. You still probably want a first officer on board just in case, help with crew resource management, just as a backup in case something does go wrong.
or the pilot gets food poisoning, and
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in seat 3B.
don't worry, I have my private pilot license.
I think it is dang.
I'm instrument ready, fear not.
Yeah. No, I think that one pilot instead of 2 would happen a lot earlier. I just don't. What's it helping?
I mean, yeah, these big commercial companies are probably gonna be able to limit their budget on what they spend on them, but backside, they have 1 or 2 mass fatalities even over a 20-year span.
That money you would have spent is gone.
Oh yeah, the money they spent or the money they saved is theoretically just out
Yeah.
the window because they paid families off, or they paid families for loss. They paid
Lawsuits.
loss for an aircraft, time that loss for. They probably had time that other flights got canceled in or moved. So I mean,
I think it's also really to bring up the aspect of look at the Apollo 13 missions, right? A lot of them went really well. We managed to get the first astronauts on the moon. We managed to get a lot of research and a lot of data done. However, what was it, Apollo 13?
I believe so.
The computer and life support system started to fail. And that was like one of the major reasons we kind of slowed down the program. Because the odds of those astronauts making it back were 0. And they still managed to do it because they still had access to the manual controls.
Yeah. So yeah, to end it up, I don't see a computer running a aircraft anytime soon. Maybe far future, but people's trust nowadays, the sales of it would all go down. Aircraft or air companies wouldn't make any money doing it.
Yeah.
I think
Like
it's
I said,
also,
military cargo maybe would start, but
I don't even think we'd see it in cargo because typically cargo doesn't buy brand new planes; they buy old
Old,
passenger
that's true.
planes.
And rip everything out, put a cargo door in it.
that's true.
And what's
Fly 'em.
cheaper, a brand new airplane or just paying a pilot?
Just pay them.
Paying
And
a
the
pilot.
systems that you have to put in to make that thing fly itself.
Well, I mean,
It's insane. And I think looking back, these space flights are completely different. It's a completely different era of computer technology. And have we advanced? Yes. But now we're entering the AI era, and that's its own front of technology where we don't even know how AI works anymore. And to think that someone might try to integrate that to fly an aircraft, if it was an isolated system, maybe. But now that we're in the AI era, we're kind of going back. I don't know about you guys, but I've started trusting technology less since AI is starting kind of.
oh yeah, you can't.
Because you can't trust anything you see.
No.
Your eyes can lie to you now.
Yeah, I look at some videos and I'm like, am I watching something real or is this AI?
Yeah.
And some of them are good.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
No. Some of them are so realistic that you're like, what? That looks real, and
And in 5 years, you're not gonna be able to trust a fucking thing that's on your screen
yeah.
because it's gonna look so we're not gonna have a clue what's real.
Not to mention, look at the security aspect. We have security protocols now after 9/11 to protect the pilot and the pilot crew. I know The FAA just mandated a secondary door on the cockpit, effectively making like an airlock to it.
Yep.
But how, if you have a computer system, how easy could it potentially be to like hack from on board?
I mean,
yeah,
the
that's
government can't keep secret shit still, so I feel like it'd be really easy to
Yeah,
get
I mean,
into.
top secret documents still getting leaked on War Thunder on like a weekly basis. Like,
So I don't
it's
think
not a
it'd be
very
hard.
secure.
It'd be a lot easier to commit a terrorist attack with it.
Don't even get me
Computer.
started on flock cameras. It's a private company that makes police cameras, and they'll take a picture of every license plate that goes to an intersection. We have one on 2nd and 38.
Here?
Nice. Great clock every time I go past it.
I think we only have one facing westward, so only if you go through from the west. But still, like, there's major concerns because there's almost no security in that system,
Oh no. Anybody can get on and tap it.
which is scary as fuck. And because it's all contract, so Kearney doesn't own that camera. The private company still owns it, and we just lease it out. But because it's on contract, it's not like we can get rid of it.
Oh, interesting.
Which is funny because, like, a lot of cities that have actually started implementing these cameras. I'm gonna stop the discussion just because it's off topic now.
Into a really hard side tangent.
But a lot of